on the highway. Let's ride. Teddy Long, Mac Davis in the front. Keep the chatter strong, turn that down, feel the tires hum. Talking body slams till the morning come. Wrestling's road trip after hours. We roll on and on and on. Oh yeah. News, views, interviews, all night till the break of dawn. Wrestling's road trip after hours. Every tale hits nice and loud. Wednesday night, 7 Eastern. Come hang with the rowdy crowd. Legends in the backseat, belts on the seat. Stories from the road in the heat they beat. Laughs in the dark, every turn new town. Every rival, every pop, every takedown. On your screen, we pull up smooth. Click and lean back, catch that groove. YouTube shining, Facebook live, Twitch chat jumping. Feel that drive. Wrestling's road trip after hours. Teddy and Mac keep a rolling on. Wednesday night, 7 Eastern. Oh, lock it in. We're never
And after a week off, we are back to Wrestling's Road Trip After Hours. I'm your host, Mike Davis, and that, of course, is WWE Hall of Famer, Mr. Teddy Long. Still getting that camera fixed, huh?
Yeah. Well,
Still bouncing around like you got an earthquake in the room.
is that okay there for you?
Yeah, that looks good. That looks good.
All right. Well,
you gotta see that milk dud head.
Well, when you're working out of a hotel here,
You're not in a hotel.
well, one of these rooms look like a hotel room.
I don't see the TV box behind you.
I moved it.
You just moved it around the corner so it's not in camera sight, right? I knew it. You didn't. Teddy, how you been doing? No, we hadn't had the chance to speak with each other for about a week and a half now. So
yeah, everything's been good, man. Just moving around. This past Saturday night, had a great time in Corbin, Kentucky for AMW Wrestling there. They had a great turnout, great show there, man. Everything was nice. So I really enjoyed myself there. And I was along with Robert Gibson, one half of the Rock and Roll. Me and him rode up together. And a lot of guys, there's wondering why the guy wanted me to stay on to the main event. So Robert, us, we don't care, I mean, we cared, but if that's what you want me to do, I'll do it, and ended up then when Godfather got there, they involved him in the main event, so I didn't have to do it. So all I did was went out in the first match, opened up 6 o'clock, Robert and I on the road. I was back at home at midnight.
Boy, that's good. What's funny is that I was in the Ozarks for the gathering of the Juggalos.
Yeah.
And for JCW. And I get a phone call. It's Friday. What day did you leave, Teddy? Friday morning?
Yeah.
Friday morning, I get a call and it's a missed call because I was in the shower and I get out and it's Robert Gibson. I'm like, well, what is who calling?
Oh yeah, he told me he called you.
Yeah. He was calling, let me know, he was going to pick you up on what you were up to. And it was always good to talk to Hoots. And I know you guys had to have a good time, especially if you two are together. I know what's going, and you got the Godfather there too. Yeah, there's trouble. As a matter of fact, look, I was going to save this for later, but since we're talking about this weekend, we often talk about Teddy and how, different people come up and they're very moved when they meet Teddy. That happened this past weekend, right, Teddy?
Yeah, it did. Young lady come up and, she said she'd been watching me all of her life, her dad and everything, started her watching wrestling and whatever. And she got real emotional, and, kind of touched me. And then I thought about you immediately. I said, Mac, I got to send this to him because we met another lady in Winston-Salem did the same exact thing. But I just appreciate, people like that to come up and let me know that I did do something, touch them in their lives somewhere. And, it's amazing to me. God has blessed me with something. And so I guess I better use it.
And that video that he was talking about that he sent me, I've downloaded it. We're going to put it up in just a second here. Wait for it to finish up and say, well, okay, it's ready right now. Here we go. Take a look. This is what we always tell you about the emotions that run at some of these fan fests.
No problem.
I love you so much. You too.
Thank you so much. Thank you for coming. All right. Thank you.
Here, I'm gonna get one for his phone.
Thank you.
There you go.
Okay.
Here you go.
No problem. Get you something off there. No charge. Get
No,
you a
no,
picture.
sir, no, sir, I cannot.
Get you a picture. Get you whatever you want. Whatever want that one? God bless you and nice to meet you.
Thank
All right.
you so much. You too. I got so much I want to say to you so much.
Well, take your time, and then when you feel like it, come back and we can talk. Okay? You're welcome. Thank you.
And for a lot of you who may not think that happens very often, I'm telling you, every time I'm with Teddy, there's somebody like that that shows up at the table, and not just once, more than numerous times, usually people who are moved because it's the first time they had a chance to meet their hero. And Teddy never disappoints when he knows that's the case. So I also want to talk about something else, Teddy, that happened yesterday. This shocked me, and it's kind of weird for me to bring it up on here, but I think a lot of people have been talking about this today. Dolly Parton passed away, which, for a lot of people was one of those beautiful country female voices there ever has been. Just your thoughts, Teddy. I'm not even sure. Have you ever met Dolly?
No, I never met her, but I like Dolly Parton. I've had a chance to watch her, not the whole concert, but I did get a chance to sit down and watch her for a while. A lot of her speeches and things, a lot of things she said made a lot of sense. So I really like Dolly Parton. God rest her soul.
I had the opportunity to meet her, just introduced to her over in Pigeon Forge at the Dollywood. She was there for a day, and a friend of mine who did security for her in that area got me in there to do that. And she always came across as a very sincere, sweet lady, the quickest wit of any woman I've ever met in my life. She is so funny when she wants to she can spit them out one after the other. She's just that good. So I hate to see that we lost her. She was 80 years old, but she really is one of those true legends that we don't have many of anymore. And Teddy, you know what I'm talking about? Like in our day, there were a few names you could call legends. Today, I don't know of any real legends anymore. I think that kind of stopped with Michael Jackson and Elvis Presley. Names like that don't exist to me anymore. Am I wrong about that?
Well, I don't know. I don't kind of keep up with that part of it. You know what I mean? I look at it like, okay, well, is this what I got today? Then this is today.
All right, what day is it today, as a matter of fact? Well, Zach Minger is telling us that it's National Cherry Popsicle Day. You like cherry popsicles? You got a flavor you like in a popsicle?
I like banana.
I do too. I didn't think you were going to say that. Banana has always been my favorite popsicle. Don't know why. It's just it always had the best. I like banana anyhow. Oh, and Teddy, you talked about the Patti LaBelle banana pudding on here before. I came home from being on that trip, and I look in the refrigerator and I see a cup of that Patti LaBelle's banana pudding. My wife went out and got it. She
Yeah.
loves it. She loves it.
Well, I tell you what, I used to, before Denise and I got back together, I ate a lot of that Patti LaBelle, and that's
Yes,
all
you
I
did.
knew. But brother, when Denise and I got back together, and Denise made that banana pudding from scratch, brother, that's it.
Did she make the real? Did she make the real meringue or anything like that? With her
Oh
banana pudding?
God, it's the old school,
Oh
man, from
yeah,
scratch, man.
yeah, oh yeah. I like the kind where you get a little bit of that sugar crunch in it, where it's kind of gritty with the sugar. Oh, gee. Especially if it's hot. Especially if it's nice and warm. Oh, Connor.
Oh yeah, and that's what I do with mine. I warm mine up,
Yeah.
It's really good.
Yeah, to me, that's always the best time to get it, right after it's made. When it's good and warm, that's the time to eat it. Connor, good to see you in here. I hope to see you this coming weekend while we're in Detroit for JCW. And let's see, we also have Curly Man. And always good to see you, Curly Man, saying hello.
What it is, Curly Man.
Chrome Finish. That sounds like my head. It's the Mac Militant coming to get it on.
Chrome Finish. Golly, that's great.
Dave Crone saying, what's up, gentlemen? Teddy, have you ever met, or did you ever meet Crusher Blackwell? And Mac, how was the gathering? Heard Blunt Man didn't make it. Teddy, have you ever met Crusher Blackwell?
No, I haven't. Never had the opportunity to meet him.
And the gathering, the gathering was very hot. It was at 62 years of age. I don't think I'm meant to stand out in the sun for 2 days straight with 100+ temperatures. It was just a lot. A lot of people were finding shade wherever they could. But the event itself seemed to be a huge hit. A lot of people there, ton of people. I even got to meet Vanilla Ice. That was something I didn't have on my list. Vito, by the way, was on stage with Vanilla Ice, and he's in the room going, hello, guys. Good to see you, brother.
Hey, what it is, Vito?
Hey, Vito, hopefully you're feeling well. I'm feeling fine. I hear other people, though, from this past weekend are maybe have COVID. So I'm kind of curious to see what happens this weekend when we go on the road. Hopefully.
Are y'all serious?
Yeah, man. There was some kind of a bug or something. And I saw earlier in the chat room where people saying that they had tested positive for COVID.
Well, they won't get no shots. Half of them, they don't believe it. So,
and that's
here's the deal. What do you got to lose? If you get COVID, you there's a possibility of you dying. And if you take the shot and you believe that you're gonna die, so what do you got to lose? It don't make no sense.
Teddy, I do want to mention one more thing about Vito. There is something he has that you never got, and he finally got one just recently.
Okay.
An action figure.
Oh,
he got an action figure. If you want an action figure of Vito's, go to Vito's, any of his social media. It'll tell you how to get them. And I got to tell you, the work they did on these action figures for him, the 2 versions, and so you get an option, or you could buy both. They have been selling very well. They started out the gate just bangers. Congratulations, Vito. Very cool. And if you want to get that action figure while you can, because I'm not sure, there's a limited amount of those available. So hopefully they even are still available.
Well, congratulations to Vito. He certainly deserves it. He works his butt off.
Yeah, as soon as he told me about that action figure, Teddy, I told him about you and what had gone on, and he's like, yep, sounds right. That's sad. Let's see. Ellen, hey, buddy, and I missed you both last week. Hope you both are doing well. I'm doing great.
Well, I'm doing good, too, and glad to see you guys join us this week.
Kodiak in the room. Good to see you again, man. Saying good evening, fellas.
Good evening to you, Kodiak.
And we got a pretty classy lady popping in saying, hey, Mac and Teddy, I'm having some good barbecue chicken. Oh, that sounds good, with sweet potatoes and broccoli tonight.
Well, that's some soul food for you.
You know what I had for dinner? I had the taquitos.
I have no idea what that is.
You just pop it in the oven and heat them up. It's nothing special. Vito saying, crying about that heat. Yeah, man, look here. Vito and I both, during this heat thing, we both had to have long sleeve shirts on and long pants because of what we do. We couldn't just walk around in shorts and do things. And he's in a suit. and it's 100+ temperatures out there. And I mean, all we could do was try to sit as still as we could when we could, just so we wouldn't die. Because I mean, I was sweating. I'd take my shirt off, put it in front of the fan, let it dry off, put it back on again. It was crazy, but it was fun though. And it was, like you said, it was a long, good weekend, and it was. Chrome Finish back in here again. I love that name. May I say that never in my life would I think I would tune in to watch a live stream with the SmackDown GM. One of the best things on SmackDown was Teddy. Holla, holla, holla.
Well, holla right back at you, player.
Yeah, man, we're glad you're in the room and watching tonight's show with us. We do it every Wednesday night at 7 o'clock Eastern Standard Time, and we talk about whatever you guys want to talk about. That's how you become a part of the show. Leave a message in the message room or the chat. We'll throw it up on the screen, and you're part of the show. Connor is back in here saying, see you this weekend, Mac. Yeah, Connor, good. I'll see you this weekend. It's going to be a busy one, but we'll have fun. And Elijah saying, hey, guys, nice to see you all again, and you all in all your opinions, do you think Dolly Parton's funeral could be a big one like Michael Jackson was, or just like in your opinion? I'm wondering. I really don't know. Times are so different from when Michael Jackson passed away to where we are today. But I would think it'd be a pretty big funeral when Dolly is, put to rest. I would imagine so.
Oh, listen. You don't compare Dolly Parton with anybody. Okay, yeah, she's got a. You just wait, and I'm good. You just wait. You'll see.
Let's see. Vito saying, Teddy, I cry with happiness when you leave the room. What?
What?
I'm not sure what that meant, Vito. It sounded like a smart ass comment to me, and I know that's not what you meant. Jason Simmons in the room saying, good evening, gentlemen. I hope all is well with you guys. It's doing great. And Jason, I'm going to be up your way next weekend. I've been told we've talked about the Gerber on this show, which I jokingly, me and Teddy always say, it's just a ham and cheese. Well, I've gotten a call when I get into St. Louis next weekend, not this coming weekend, but the weekend after. I've got somebody taking me to get a Gerber, and I'm going to film it and show you what a Gerber is, and we'll have it back on the show here when I come back. So that's something I'm looking forward to because, again, I think it's just like a toasted ham and cheese. But
I want to see what that is too.
And Jason, it's always good to see you in here, man. You got a lot of work coming your way one day. I can see it because you're right behind your daddy working hard. And one day I got a feeling you'll have to take the reins. And when you do, you got a lot of work ahead of you. I think you'll do great with it, though.
He got it.
Yep. Dave she's saying it's still real to me, Teddy.
What now?
I don't really know for sure what that's referring to. She's saying it's still real to me, Teddy.
Well, okay.
Maybe he's talking about the fan. Maybe.
Oh, okay.
That may be what he's talking about.
Yeah.
All right. It's the Costanza. I'd rather see a fan cry over a legend any day.
Thank you very much.
Wolfpack Maine in the room going, yo, good to see you, brother. Vito saying we hopes we have a great show. Also, we got Wolfpack Maine saying, Brother Mac and Teddy. JCW the St. Louis from Dave Crone. Chrome Finish saying Mark Calloway. Okay, I'm getting a little bit lost about what we're talking about now. Teddy, do you know what?
I have no idea. Mark Calloway, that's Taker's name, so I don't know.
Yep. Let's see. Connor saying, Teddy, who was one of your favorite people to work with in WWE? And I would imagine, Teddy, that doesn't have to be anybody like a wrestler, anybody in WWE, behind the scenes or on camera.
I'll just mention a couple of names. I mean, I had fun working with a lot of people. I didn't have no trouble, well, I did, but like I said, I had fun with a lot of people. Taker was good to work with. Stone Cold was great to work with. I had a couple of skits I did with Rock. He was great to work with, so I like I said, I didn't have no problem with nobody. I enjoyed working, with everybody.
I got to tell you, somebody I met this weekend and I had an opportunity to work with and do an interview for the show, Miss Gail Kim. And
I remember Gail.
I got to tell you, Gail Kim looks every bit as young as she did when she was wrestling years ago. Absolutely amazing how well she looks. And she's a very sweet lady, too. So it was good to see her. Strange suspicion in the room. Hey, guys, saying whoop, whoop. You love it, don't you, Teddy? You know, I just realized there's somebody else we haven't heard from in a while.
Ooh.
Has not been in the room in a while. Big Man Nick saying, how's it going, Mac and Teddy? Hope you're having a good night. Just got off work and grabbed a strain from the dispensary called Mac Daddy to puff on tonight. Let me know how that is. I might have to try some of that one day if it's the Mac Daddy. And it looks that can be Teddy and me.
No, I'm good.
Yeah, you're good? Okay. Lansing and Saginaw this weekend for JCW. And a wrestling historian is popping in saying, Mr. Long, how did you like managing Mark Jindrak? Or Jindrak, I think it was.
Jindrak, that's what it was. Yeah, Mark was great. We had a good time. He was the reflection of perfection.
Did he have heat in the back at all? He had a great look, but he just didn't last in wrestling.
Yeah, he had a little bit of heat, you know what I mean? But, golly, it wasn't nothing either. You know what I mean? Just something that could have been looked over. But one thing about him, he did go ahead went to Mexico and stayed there for a long time. Made a big, he's a big star there and did a lot for his career. But, I enjoyed managing Mark. It was great.
All right, we have, it's the Costanza saying, what kind of an Italian is Vito? If it's hot outside, Italians are supposed to wear Speedos. Oh, God, please don't encourage him. Do not encourage him to do that, because he would do that. Trust me, he would do that and run around and let everybody sign his Speedos while he was at it, probably.
Yeah.
Dave Crone saying, nice, Ruma's Deli. Yep, that's where we're headed to. That's the place where that sandwich is, and that's where we're going to. Jason Simmons saying, yes, that's awesome. And let's see. Michael's in the room, okay, saying that's all the way from Alabama. Good evening, Teddy and Mac.
Good evening.
Let's see. We got some questions in here too, guys. All right, let's see. What do you think about Avery Styles signing with TNA?
Congratulations to him, man. And yeah, let me mention something about. I'm glad you brought his name up. People were just acting up about him, refusing to put the ring up or put the ring down or something. That's his right. Okay, everybody ain't got to put up the ring, take the ring down. That's old school stuff. It's good if somebody want to chip in, want to help. That's on you. But Avery Styles ain't, he ain't got to do that to prove nothing to nobody. So I'm just happy for him and congratulations.
Yeah, when it comes to setting up a ring, we talked about this probably a couple of weeks ago, but I'm a firm believer that if you can help and if we're pressed for time and the show's getting close, if you can, hop out there and help set up the ring. But I don't expect you to
make that decision yourself. You don't let nobody tell you about that. You need to go help us put up the ring. No, he does not.
No, because the question is, what did you pay him to put up the ring? I mean, you want him to get hurt before he even gets out to the, hurt himself so he can't perform later? It makes no sense in a lot of cases. Chrome Finish saying, can I ask, you're always, excuse me, a sharp dresser on TV. Can you please share the thought behind your wardrobe?
Ain't no thought. What is wrong with you? Every week you're coughing.
That was the first time I coughed.
No, it is not. You have been coughing through the whole show here.
No, that's not true. No.
Look at that. See?
Don't worry. You got the shot. You're okay. Let's see. So you don't have any, I mean, when you get your wardrobe, do you not think about like colors or anything at all when you buy it? Or you just...
No, I look at the suits and stuff when I was buying them, for TV. Yeah, I always look at that. You want to stand out. So that's why I would always get loud colors, because if you don't hear me, you definitely will see me.
Yeah. My wife laughs at me because I wear some clothes for TV that she's like, you wear that? Yeah, because you got to stand out. Otherwise, I'm just somebody in the sitting out in the audience, and I don't want to look that way. I've got to look a little bit different.
Well, you're in a different role.
Yes, correct. So she always goes, okay, as long as you don't wear that out with me, we're okay. So
tell her, don't worry.
Yeah, I don't worry. Pretty classy lady. Teddy, do you remember the storyline where you had to tell the SmackDown roster that John Cena has been, quote, involved in a melee in an after-hours club?
No, I don't remember that.
I don't either. I can't even think about what that may have been from.
Yeah, tell us you need to send that to you or something so we can see that. I'd like to see it.
Shane Tenma, hey, saying good day, Mac and Teddy. It is great to have y'all back. Teddy, being such a beloved figure in the WWE, in what part of the world did you experience the craziest Teddy fandom?
We was in Italy somewhere. I can't remember the town right now, but we were always in Italy. And Nick Patrick, he can tell you the story. He was right there. We left our hotel room and we was going to this mall, which was kind of connected to the hotel. So I was going there to buy some stuff. And somebody we was walking through the mall there, and there were 2, 3 people look up and they recognized me. And we spoke to them and we kept right on walking. And the next thing we look about 10 minutes later, we just moving around. Here comes about 50 people, maybe 75, brother. They're running, they're trying. So I can't stay there and do that because I mean, how you gonna sign all that? So Nick looked at me, he said, man, we better go. So I took off running. So I had to run from some people in Spain, Italy, somewhere. That happened. Nick Patrick was there. He'll tell you that story.
Wow. Did you ever get security anywhere you went? Did they put security on you?
We went and had security. We went to Ecuador. That's that was the first place I ever had a chance to see a real live volcano. Oh. And when we got to Ecuador there, they had these guys that were known as the Taliban. And they put us on this bus. And these guys were in the back of the bus on a little pickup truck, like a little Toyota, and they had the truck in the front. And they had 4 guys there with machine guns in that pickup on the back, and they had 4 guys in the front in that truck. But I told that they were the Taliban. And when we got to the arena right there, they never smiled. They never said a word. All they did was stood there and kept their hands on the trigger.
Wow. That make you feel real comfortable and welcomed, won't it?
Well, it's...
Chad Drigger's in the room sending love to us.
Thank you, Chad.
Let's see, pretty classy lady saying, Mac, do you know the McClendons down in Dublin? I know of some McClendons, so it just depends on which ones you're talking about. But yeah, I do know there's a family with names around here with McClendon, and one in a political figure. Let's see, Ellen is in the room, and she is saying, Mac, you wore a gorgeous velvet patterned shirt to a show we were both at. I wanted to steal it. Yes, I still have that shirt too. Every time I wear that, I hear that people try to steal it from me. I guess the purple works too. Teddy, let's see. This is coming from Shantima. Teddy, I can honestly say I laughed the hardest when watching your interviews and the APA. I've tried your trick at the toll gate to save money, and it works. Many thanks.
You can't stand there and argue at the toll booth. You got to keep moving.
I had somebody told me that they had somebody chasing them, actually like a car rage thing.
Yeah,
and they knew if they went to the toll booth, they had an orange, and they threw their money in. The guy was right behind them, and they wanted the gate to block them, so they threw the orange down into the hole after they put their money in and let them up. And the gate came back down. They couldn't throw their money in, so they got away from somebody that way. I don't know why. I just heard that story just the other day. I was like, damn. Let's see. Chrome Finish is saying, we hear you and see you. Preaching matches like Dr. King's speeches.
Okay.
Chad Drigger saying, that lady crying when she met Teddy was pretty crazy. He looked a little uncomfortable, but flattered. I don't think you've ever been uncomfortable with that. If anything, he actually tries to make the person feel comfortable while that's going on.
Well, but thing with it, when you meet somebody like that, you know it's real. Yeah. And the thing that was with me, I'm trying to hold my composure. You know what I mean? That she's about to bring a tear from me. You know what I mean? It's.
All right, we have just a few more minutes here. Joe Hamilton, Nick. Hey, Nick, good to see you in here. People are crazy sometimes. Yeah, especially if Teddy's around. Pretty classy lady. The Who was on the bus. Wow. The Who was on the bus. Sometimes I feel like I'm in the Twilight Zone tonight, Teddy.
I don't know.
And this is one I do understand.
Oh, she was asking maybe who was on the bus. Well, we was going to do a show there in Ecuador. So it was the wrestlers. They were taking us to the building, and it was me and Taker that the altitude was really bad there too, because we went up about 3 flights of stairs, and we had to stop to catch our breath. We couldn't breathe.
Damn.
You know, the altitude out there. You know, yeah. I'm like, God, this is crazy. And we had to stop, get our breath, and then kept on till we finally got upstairs.
Nick is saying it's 4:20 time.
Yes, it is.
Yeah, that starts about 7 a.m. usually, doesn't it? Let's see.
It starts anytime you got 420.
I hear you. Chasm. I don't see Braun Breaker being a threat to Oba. Oba took 6 F5s and beat Brock twice in the same year. If Braun wins, I think WWE drops the ball unless there is interference. Teddy, do you know all the players that he's talking about right here?
I've seen them, yeah.
What he is saying is absolutely true. If Braun Breaker beats Oba Femi, who beat Brock twice, it makes no sense. It really doesn't, because then you take away that power that is Oba Femi.
Well, you kill Oba.
Yes, and I understand wanting to get Braun pushed and up. He's got time. He's not going anywhere. He's just as fired up now as he will be in another year from now. Don't waste it. Don't waste it. But yeah, because you can build him up and make him even bigger than he is, if that's even possible. Let's see.
There's your money too, right there. What they should do is build him and Braun. You know what I mean? That's money right there. You know, if you do it right.
Yeah. City by the Bay. Yo, Mac, how you feeling? I'm feeling great. I heard half the roster caught the Juggalo 19 over at the gathering. Yeah, we were talking about that earlier. There's people reporting that they did get the Juggalo flu or the 19, the COVID. But I know several people who have tested positive for COVID. It's just, look, you get up in these airplanes and you get around all these people. It's bound to happen sooner or later. And unfortunately, it happened this past weekend. Martin's daddy is saying, who was the best in-ring performer that you got to personally go to work with?
Well, it was so many of them. God, you're talking about Taker. I had the opportunity to work with him. Another great guy was Mark Merrow, who was Johnny B. Bad. Ice Train, God rest his soul. You know, had a chance to work with him. Butch Reed, Ron, you know, Doom. Just so many guys I had the opportunity to work with. I was blessed.
Pretty classy lady saying.
Let me mention too. Also, Dan Spivey and Sid Vicious, God rest his soul. I had a chance to manage them when they were the Skyscrapers, and I was so mad with myself was when I did my Hall of Fame speech. I forgot and I didn't mention Dan and Sid, but they were a great tag team, and I really enjoyed managing them.
Pretty classy lady saying she almost started crying herself when she met Shelton Benjamin.
Oh, you just flirting with Shelton.
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking too, Teddy. Martin's daddy was saying, "What's up, players?" Shan is saying, Teddy, was that bus ride you spoke of, was that the one where the bus broke down and Glenn Jacobs Kane got upset?
No.
Okay. And we got a few more here. I'm going to try to get in before we have to get out of here. Let's see. Let me get to it. Sydney by also, any fun bathroom stall adventures at the gathering? No. Look here, these porta potties at these outdoor fairs and stuff. When you're sweating and you stand in one of those things just trying to take a leak and you walk out, you feel that stink is all over you. Only thing I wanted to do was get back to a hotel and get a shower at the end of every day. And of course, now we didn't even start running our shows until 1 o'clock in the morning. So, we're up for a long, long day. Because I was ready to get out of there and I got something in my way. Get out of my way. There we go. We also had pretty classy saying, okay, maybe I was. Oh, she's admitting she was flirting with Shelton.
Yeah.
All right, we're out of time. It is 7:35 now, so we usually only get 30 minutes before they try to boot us out of here. But I had a blast. Thank you, everybody, for getting in here. Again, we do this every single Wednesday night. It's live, and you can be a part of the show. It doesn't cost you anything. There's no super chats, anything like that. It's absolutely free just to be a part of the show and join Teddy and I for just conversations. Whatever comes up, that's what we talk about. It's just that simple. Teddy, anything coming up for you want to talk about?
No, everything's gonna be a little bit quiet right now. So this weekend I think that's Labor Day or something too, right? Memorial Day or something.
Yes,
Is that
yes.
coming up?
Yep.
Yeah. So I think
No, that's not this coming weekend. I think that's the following weekend, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah. So that's in September. So that's right around the corner. So I'll probably just celebrate with Denise.
All right, that's it.
Unless something happens now, you never know. In this business, you get a call at any time of the night, any time of the day, so you never know.
That's very true.
That's why they always said when you come to the arena, always bring your gear. You don't know whether you're going to work or not.
You know how many times I've seen people not bring gear?
You ain't got to tell me.
I remember that guy came up to us at an independent show we were doing, Teddy, and huge guy. I mean, impressive looking individual. And he wanted to kind of call his own shots when he got there, and he wasn't even on the card. He was just trying to get on the card. And then he was like, well, do you have your gear? Well, I didn't bring my gear with me. Well, okay,
That's one of them you learn, brother, back in the day. That's some things you learn, you remember for the rest of your life.
Truth. All right, we're out of time. I'll see you again next week along with Mr. Teddy Long. We'll be back here Wednesday night, 7 o'clock Eastern Standard Time, same place. I'm Mac Davis, and that is WWE Hall of Famer Teddy Long.
Holla.